So much for a happy 420. I was planning on going live once I saw the EDC Las Vegas 2021 update that it got postponed until October. But my internet's been super slow. And then YouTube said I need to download Google Chrome to go live. And then once I wanted to go live, it said that I needed 24 hours to authenticate my channel. So I wasn't able to go live, so I'm just gonna do this video. I was planning on uploading the video tonight because it's like my off day from the gym today. I was gonna edit a bunch of clips together. I don't know if you saw all my other previous videos. They're just like one clip that I record and post, which is gonna be like this one. And oh yeah, the video that I was gonna upload today was gonna be a full day of eating, just as an example of me showing you all the food that I ate that day, with me showing you my macros. I'm tracking it on MyFitnessPal, but just to show you the actual like numbers. I write everything down for each meal, showing you how I get my macros for the day. I'll probably still upload that tonight. I'm reading this book called The 4 Agreements, and one of them is be impeccable with your word. So I will upload that video tonight. I'm gonna just clip it together and upload it tonight for you guys. But yeah, the point of this video is because Pasquale posted on Instagram that EDC is being postponed. I'm sorry to say that EDC Las Vegas needs to move to October. To thank everyone who has put their hearts and souls into this show. It's being postponed. It's quite the bummer. And it sucks. He said he was one day away from releasing the lineup, and I'm kind of happy that it got postponed before we see the lineup, because seeing the actual lineup would have like the whole point of this show is to like live in the now, have no expectations, enjoy life, positive, and like that's what I want to bring to you guys. But like, you know, like I only started going to music festivals in 2019, and it wouldn't be a lie to say that music festivals and going to raves changed my life. I went to Paradiso in June of 2019, and I felt like before that, you know, life was just kind of like meh, you know. I went to school, you know, went to some shows here and there, and did stuff with friends and went camping, and it was cool. But then my friend Cass, she invited me to go to a rave, and it was Paradiso 2019 at the Gorge. I'd never been to the Gorge before. I literally didn't know anyone in the lineup besides Skrillex. Alice in Wonderland was in the lineup. I'd never heard of her. Millennium was in the lineup. Never heard of that, of him. Cascade was in the lineup. I never heard of Cascade. Like, so many people were on. Like, I just knew Skrillex. So I'm like, yeah, I remember Skrillex from high school, and it was the best weekend of my life. And I was like, almost like a dream. I'm like, wow, is this like what life is? And 2019 was a blast. That was in June. In July, for my birthday weekend, we did Above Beyond Group Therapy at the Gorge. Amazing. I saw Seven Lions, The Glitch Mob, Good Vibration, Slander, and someone else at the Gorge again. So I went 3 times in like 4 months. I went to Dream State by myself. Like, something that I would never done. Like, you know, if your friends don't want to do something, you don't do it. And I live in Seattle, and Dream State was in SoCal. But Above and Beyond, I fell in love with trance, and I wanted to see Above and Beyond again. And none of my friends could go, so I went myself. And it was honestly one of the most rewarding experiences ever. I realized that, you know, like attracts like. If I'm there having a good time, I'm going to meet people who are having a good time, and I'm going to make friends, and it's going to be great. If I don't meet anyone, that's fine, because I'm going to have a good time no matter what by myself. But usually that leads to you making friends and meeting people and having an even better time. But yeah, like even this whole transformation, like, you know, like I started losing weight in January of 2019, and music festivals came into my life in June 2019, and I've tried to lose weight my whole life, and this time it stuck. And it was just because, you know, music festivals are a workout, and you want to look good at these festivals, and you want to be able to dance for 8 hours and not feel like your leg's gonna fall off, or your feet are falling off, or your feet hurt. And it was just like more motivation and more positivity and like dance music, and it just was like in this world that just, motivated me. And I'm not like losing a pound and a half a week, for the last couple of months has been tough, but like knowing that EDC is happening in May has been a huge motivational factor for me. And now that that's gone, it's a bummer. I can't, but I got to accept it. That's life. But tonight, I'm going to feel the emotions of EDC being taken away, and technically it was never taken away because it was never going to happen. But I fell for it. Pasquale said it was happening in May, and I believe the man. In Pascal we trust, and unfortunately it's not happening. And now I'm like, I'm down here living in Mexico from work from Mexico instead of work from home, and there's taco places everywhere, and I love tacos, and there's bars here that are cheap, and there's cool people to meet, and it's nice to have fun. And sometimes with EDC around the corner, you don't go to do these things because you're trying to look good and you're trying to be ready, and you're motivated for this event, and now that's gone, and now I'm trying to find alternative festivals. I also was going to come out with a video this week as I bought tickets to go to ARC Music Festival in Chicago. That's in September. The lineup for that is amazing. I've always wanted to go to Chicago, one of my top 5 cities in the U.S. that I've wanted to visit to. I also want to go to Voodoo Festival in New Orleans. Like, I want to eat some beignets in New Orleans and eat some gumbo, and it just seems like a fun, cool city. And I was waiting for that lineup this year, so maybe I'll go to that as well. But the one thing that I feel is really tough about losing EDC was a lot of the hope I had for music festivals returning in 2021, or it's kind of faded. It's not gone, but it is a big blow. I really hope LBW happens in April. I think it's this weekend. I really hope that happens. It'd be a win for the home team. EDC was an L for sure. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe going to Sunset Festival at the end of May. That's in Miami. I'm not the biggest bass or bass heavy EDM. I like trance. I like some house. I like progressive. I like techno. That's kind of more like my style, dance music, not rage music. And to each their own. Everyone has their music that they enjoy. But at this point, I'm like, I'll take any festival, really. Especially if it would keep me on track, keep me motivated for something in the future. And if Beyond Wonderland PNW happens in June, I don't know if I've said that I'm going to that one, but I have tickets for that one just because I'm from the Seattle area and I have a bunch of friends in Seattle, and that was the first festival I went to. Paradiso is now become Beyond Wonderland PNW. The Gorge is amazing. You should definitely go if you've never been. But if that gets canceled, then my next festival, Shambhala was in August, and that got canceled and postponed to next year. So ARC, the one that I just bought yesterday, that one's September, and what if that one gets canceled? So part of me is just what, the lineup isn't that amazing, but there's a couple people that I saw on there, Mala would be cool to see, and AC Slater, some house on there. It's Alice Dream, Champagne Drip, Green Velvet. There was a couple. Valentino Khan, Seven Lions, Slander, Said the Sky. It's not all bass, but there's no trance on there, There's no Anjuna Beats, no Anjuna Deep. I don't know. We'll see. A part of me is there'll be better festivals at the end of the year that I can just go to, and then the other part of me is scared that there won't be any festivals in 2021. But there's no point in thinking about it, because if they're not going to happen, they're not going to happen. If they happen, they happen. I'll update you guys if I end up going to Sunset Music Festival. But yeah, EDC is getting postponed until October. That's a bummer. That's a big bummer. I hope that you guys are able to accept that news, because that's all we can do, and move on. And you know what? I'm just here thinking that maybe it happens in May, and it just doesn't feel right. That would have been my first EDC, and it would have been a bummer to hear people say that it fell short or something, and I would have maybe looked back on that experience of it being bittersweet. I had a good time, but there was something that was lackluster. Maybe the weather's not going to be good that weekend, and it's better in October. They moved it anyway, so I'm trying to think positive here, and And that's just life, you know. Like you win some, you lose some, and yeah, I'll be coming out with my video on a full day of eating. You can still hopefully follow that, and I'll be coming up with more recipes later on just like single meals, and I'll be posting individual macros for those meals. Probably a pizza one. I really love pizza, and there's like a pizza dish that I make that's super simple with only a couple of ingredients that I think tastes pretty good and satisfies my pizza craving, which is really what diet food is. It's just like 80% of a version of the food that you want to eat that has like decent macros and like tastes decent. It just takes your craving away. So I'll be posting some of those. I'll be posting music festival lineups as they come out. I'm also like listening to some books, so maybe I'll be coming out with some book reviews to help with. I don't want to say the word self-help, but just like positivity and like, you know, life's hard and sometimes you need to hear a voice that educates you or calms you or gives you some different way to see the world so you can, you know, live in the world, because it's tough. It can be hard day to day. At least I feel like it can be pretty challenging. If you took music festivals away, if you took the gym away, if you took yoga away, if you took music away, if you took a lot of the things that bring me a lot of joy, my friends and family, like, you know, life would be hard. And if audiobooks and like something else is like a thing that you can bring into your life that can bring you positivity or any kind of information that brings you joy and helps you keep going and not even just keep going, but helps you enjoy life and really like live in the moment, then that's all the better. And I hope this channel provides you with some entertainment, some education, positivity, some love. Yeah, and I hope you guys like my approach to these videos. I'm just me. And yeah, if you guys want to see more of my content that I'm going to be putting out, hopefully a couple of videos a week, usually kind of this kind of format, related to all the stuff that I've talked about in my previous videos. Yeah, feel free to subscribe and comment down if there's anything you want me to review. Yeah, have a good night, everyone, despite the somber news. Peace. Jeez Louise out.